sure.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Matt, what the hell was that?
Wasn't me, coach. Welcome to the straight red card. Get off our lawn.
Welcome to the Straight Red Car, the show with the best introduction music. Why? Because we wrote it. Well, I wrote it. Brett can't play any instruments.
Yeah, I had my hand in that so much. Mine.
We did it ourselves. And when I say we, I actually mean myself.
Do I get royalties for this?
No, you don't. Josh Seib and myself would get royalties. This song goes back to like 99. There is a version with lyrics and vocals and all that, but I just stripped them away for this version because I think it's a really nice song. Yep. I hope everybody else does too. And if you don't think it's nice, well, fuck off. All right. We are here because all kinds of transactions happened today. Some weird, some odd, some I almost died again today. I mean, this is what happens when you drive in Indianapolis. Some chick was ahead of me on fucking Capitol and decided, I thought for a second she's going to take a right turn. All right. But she didn't take the right turn. All of a sudden, as I'm coming up behind her, she takes a U-turn on fucking Capitol Ave, and I nearly T-boned the bitch. I slam on my brakes with a serious screeching sound, and I'm laying on my horn at the same time. And
way to interlace both those sound effects in there, dude.
Yes,
it was really nice.
Know. And she just looked at me like, whatever, bitch. You pussy. I do that all the time.
So this is the drive. We're talking about driving stuff.
Yeah.
So, shooting down through Noblesville on 32, how it's down to like one lane each way.
Yep.
And heading westbound from downtown Noblesville, the right lane merges into the left lane.
Oh yeah.
And I had this fucking bitch behind, or not. She was behind me, like back wheel blind spot type thing.
Yeah.
That tried to like rev right up into there and try to get up in there, and she was so pissed that I wouldn't slow down and let her in, I guess.
Well, you could have been a gentleman. You never know.
I treated her as I would treat any other bloke.
Equal opportunity. Dick.
Yeah. That's it. I dealt enough of that shit on I-69 when they had 10 years of construction through that shit. I have no F's to give for people when it comes to construction.
Man,
Fuck you. You know what was happening.
I'm getting off 465 a lot earlier now. I'm on 465 for like 5 minutes, and I get off on Meridian and go south. And then I eventually take a right and get on to 42nd. And that's as much as I'm giving anybody because I don't want anybody to know where I work. Don't need you chasing me down. All right, the turd in the background. Not that anybody would do that here. But, I mean, you never know when that one wacko shows up on the show. And he's like, I'm really angry at these guys. I'm going to call their bosses.
Come back to the turd. Hold on a second.
All right. Did you all just lose the 0.001% woman demographic? Oh, because both of the drivers were women. It's just what happened, dude. I can't. But listen, I've had a lot of people who can't drive that are men too. I mean, it's just a lot of people staring at their phones, and that's a problem. If you're driving, please. There was a late gal behind me. Again, another gal, and I watched her through. And I probably shouldn't have been paying much. I need to pay attention to what's in front of me, but I was just fascinated because she's driving literally like this. I'm like,
that's when you slam on your brakes and you get a new car, right?
I was like, is she going to look up? Because I'm about to make a left fucking turn, and I don't need her up my asshole. All right. The turd in the background. Welcome to the Straight Red Card, the best soccer show in the world. The best theme song, the best hosts, the best soccer talk, the best nutsack talk. Kevin Paulette. Welcome to the Straight Red Card, where we talk about European transfers, and Derek tells us all to fuck ourselves.
And just because this goes with what we were talking about earlier.
You know what they say about women drivers? They are just as competent as men, and there is nothing wrong with them. Listen, I mean, if I had to add up all the worst drivers, I think it's a pretty close one that I've been around and behind or to the side of or whatever, doing dumb things while they drive. I think it's pretty equal, honestly. It's just the latest incidents have been women.
Well, I think the situation with guys is usually more along the lines of some anger management and
yes,
type of issues. It's like they'll oh they felt like they got cut off at some point, so they like rev right behind you, pass you, and then slam on their brakes type of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas no. Whereas a woman driver will try to take a left turn in the right lane, right?
We've all been there, right? We've all been there behind the one guy. You're late to a meeting in Columbus, Indiana. You're driving down a road, and there's a 2-lane road, and two of the slowest motherfuckers are like right in front of you, and they're equal, and they will not give a crack. They are just going to drive equally slow in front of you.
Or the guy on the left is passing 1 mile an hour faster than the other guy's going. It's like, oh my God.
So I was riding this guy's ass hard. I'm like, one of you motherfuckers is going to get going. And then, yes. And so finally, one of the guys took a right turn. And it gave me an alley. And I went, right by that guy. And as I passed that guy.
What the fuck?
As I was passing that guy on the right and going, I was giving him a nasty evil eye, right? Like, you fucking piece of shit. Why don't you drive like a man? Like, who has balls? Drive like you're going.
Then you fuck some other guy up the ass because you weren't paying attention to the road, right?
I was like, well, I was just trying to give him the evil eye, so we knew he was driving like a little bitch. And guess what he does? He looks at me. He goes like this. He pulls up his wallet. He flips it open. He flashes his fucking cop thing in my face. Yeah, he wasn't.
My bad.
He was driving a civilian car. How am I supposed to know that? So I just went, okay, I got to get to Columbus.
Oh, this is my exit.
Yep. Oh, later. Sorry about all that. Anyhow, shit. All right, let's do some of the flippity floppity stuff that we saw today.
I think that was enough of the Indiana driving talk for the show. Let's move on to actual stuff.
It's pretty irritating, I have to say. I just don't want to die. That's all. I don't want to die in the car, I'll die a whole lot of other ways, but I don't want to die in a car crash. That seems like a sucky way. I mean, I prefer it over being eaten by sharks. Max.
There's this.
Bretos. Hey, Max, when are you going to invite me back on your show? It's like you do me one time.
Maybe he wants us to invite him back onto our show first.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We
do him, then he does you, and then we do him, etc. Right?
Yeah, you're right. I thought he maybe pulled a one-night stand on me, but we did do it twice. That's true. We did it to him here, and then he did me over there. All right. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is Chicharito doing?
He's
titty twister. There's a double titty twister right there.
He's got sensitive nipples, guys.
First, that other dude got him right there. Then Michael gets him right here. Another titty twister, same tit too. It's on the same nipple.
Shaving.
What is Chicharito? 8 years old? What the fuck is this? Oh my God!
He's aiming to get a Razzie. Because this definitely isn't going to get him any real award. No Oscars for this.
Look at his facial expression in his mouth. Watch this. You know what? Someone needs to play the what's the movie with the guy that gets the thing of bees on his head at the end?
Oh, that's the Wicker Man. With Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
not the bees.
And then when he starts screaming, that's
it
what
was
they
all
need
about the honey.
That's what they need to put the audio behind this video. It's for now. The joke, Max, is as you said, Brett. So 2021.
2021. Can we get our punchline back?
Yeah. No shit, dude. Come on. Let's get over it. Can we move on? Did you not have enough fun during those fucking 2 years? I didn't have a lot of fun. So let's move on. I don't even want to hear jokes about that shit anymore. Done. Done with those jokes.
I love how these two chats follow each other. Greatest soccer show ever. Ow, my tit.
I mean, he's laughing, and then all of a sudden he's in massive, excruciating tit pain.
The guy on the left, watch the guy's facial expression on the left whenever he starts freaking out. Watch it. It's like, oh, bro, what's wrong?
And then to fall to the ground. You know, the best he should have done was grab his two titties and run away and go, oh, my God. You know, that would have been more manly than falling to the ground from a titty twister.
Well, let's be frank, Jose, about Blanco. Blanco would have punched both of them, and then he would have fallen and then rolled around like 500 times.
Who would have?
Blanco.
Oh, well,
Look
that's
at the chat right here.
Yeah, it's your guy.
He would have hit him, but then he was like my hand and falls down and rolled around, hoping to get the yellow card or something like that.
Well, he certainly would have done this schoolgirl girl stuff.
This is just sad and pathetic.
It is, and I'm an LA Galaxy fan, so this is really embarrassing.
I want to know, did anybody watch this game? Did anybody get a yellow card?
I watched it. I didn't watch the whole thing, though.
It's so sad.
Oh, by the way, I'm using a different mixer tonight for the vodka. Look, it's 0 sugar ginger ale with lemonade. And then I already added a little.
Does it say lemonade or lemon?
No, lemonade.
Okay. I just saw the lemon, thought it was just with lemon.
Nope, lemonade. It's badass. Well, I'm going to tell you.
I'm using a different mixer, too. I'm using bourbon.
Yeah. Well, that's better than ass juice. All right, what's next? Zach, Stefan.
So Crank's posted us saying Stefan's not playing, Turner's not playing. Horvath is quietly getting regular minutes with solid play this season.
I was going to sing this one.
Oh.
Zach, Stefan ain't playing.
Derek, I was hoping to keep the 44 people that watch. Oh, we just dropped.
Playing. All right. So, yeah, they're not playing. Ethan Horvath is doing quietly well. I don't think it's that quiet. I watch as much as I can of the Luton games, but those bastards that own the rights only play a handful of the championship games a week. That was what? Is that ESPN Plus?
For the most part, yes. That's where I've watched most of the championship.
Yeah, because I want to catch every one of Josh's games, but, haven't been able to do so far. I mean, that's not true. I've actually found a way to watch all the games so far.
There's a quick, while we're talking, some bonus footage from him playing against Swansea.
Swansea, yeah.
Is that a clean sheet, that match? But we took a look at what they're ranked to this season. They're like ranked 13th in the championship.
They don't get scored on much, and what
they
like ties. And Horvath's dominated his box. You know what I mean? So far, kind of like what's her face used to do.
Say it. She's a lucky girl. No.
So yeah, good for him. Whenever you dominate the box, you should get props.
Okay, I'm not sure what's going to pop up next.
All right.
Yeah. That's right.
This was referring to Tillman over Morris and Roldan. It has aged tremendously well.
This is back in June 1st when Tillman ended up transferring over to Rangers. Or it may have been before the Rangers.
So
it's June 1st. Yeah, this would have been beforehand.
Edgar's being sarcastic because this did not age very well.
Yeah. So,
okay, let's see.
So
this
Ryan
is
with ESPN. He's with ESPN?
Ryan
Sports Illustrated.
Krasnew, otherwise known as Ryan Ass Krasnew or Ryan Assnew. If you know any of his friends, that's what they call him because they don't like him very much because he has opinions like this. Proven veteran in an increasingly competitive domestic league. 16-year-old in the Lithuanian third division whose grandma vacationed in New York City once. Shut the fuck up, you dumb fuck. Nobody's saying even remotely anything close to that. Nobody is. No one. Not even the dumbest of the dumbest say anything close to that. Everything that 99% of the people who have commentary about players playing abroad are really rational about it. I don't know which 1% you're talking about, but I wouldn't make a fucking piece of shit thing like this for 1% of the fucking crabby population that is probably just trolling you anyhow. Ryan. Shit. Yeah. I bet a guy named Garth could beat up Ryan. That's how weak Ryan's sauce is.
From Wayne's World, what's Garth's his last name? Starts with an L. It's like
Brooks?
Long way. No. Garth Brooks, yeah.
I'm telling you. I mean,
it is a massive straw, man, David. I agree.
You know how Ryan makes his fucking spaghetti sauce? He just blends tomatoes and pours it over the fucking spaghetti.
I thought you were gonna say with ketchup.
Nope.
That's that's the classic Goodfellas.
You want to know what kind of ice cream Ryan eats? Vanilla. That's what he eats. He doesn't like his food spicy either.
Spicy. But yeah, no.
He uses a condom when he fucks his wife.
But this is the big argument. You have a young player who's doing well. I mean, at that point, by June 1st, he was still playing with Bayern's 2 team.
Yep.
And he got called in for that summer window.
That ain't Lithuania last I checked.
No, but it's a hyperbole argument. Basically, he's just exaggerating to make for an effect.
Hyperbole, by the way.
Whatever. You say potato, I say flamingo.
What are you, South African? That's what they say in South Africa. All right.
You don't know my lineage?
Yeah, I do.
You do. Talked about that.
All right. But yeah, it did not age well. Edgar is right. And that's why you don't make stupid things like this or put up stupid things like that. Because even though it's exaggeration and hyperbole, the hyperbole is so ridiculous and so fucking, the exaggeration is so far out of there. It's a straw man. It's just crap because that person that you're talking about doesn't exist. Yeah,
and quite frankly, even if you take Tillman at Bayern 2, would you think that Morris or Roldan could play at Bayern 2?
Never in their fucking grand spanking dreams. Never.
So I'm not saying that there are windows where Tillman should have been included over Morris or Roldan. You can make that argument, sure, if you want to.
Yeah.
But I mean, he wasn't. It was the summer window, and
he wasn't included until we all know basically that he was going to Rangers. He was included a little bit before that, but not before it. Anywhere other times. So
Ryan cooks his steak well done.
Yes, he does. And he eats it with broccoli. A broccoli sauce. You know? Jackie D. Taylor Booth was also at Bayern too, and he hasn't looked that great. Yeah, but he was never touted, Taylor Booth, as a superstar. Not like Tillman was. Tillman was highly touted. Taylor Booth was like
the German national team and everything. Yeah,
I mean, basically, Bayern 2 looked at Taylor Booth and went, "Yeah, all right, that's about it." All right.
Taylor got his look in December, November, December,
and now he's at Utrecht, and we'll see how he does. I wish him the best. I like him as a player. I really do.
I mean, I've liked the bits and pieces that I've seen from him. I obviously have not watched any Bayern 2 games, so I cannot say how well he plays as a whole. And we all know the highlight reels really only show the magnificent offensive plays and an occasional defensive play.
Oh, the good ones show every touch. That way you can see when he fucks up.
They're absolutely. I love the every touch videos that people post. We showed Horvat's one earlier from Justin Moran.
The problem with that, of course, even the every touch one is you don't get to watch them play defense. Unless they make a lot of steals and they're in the every touch video.
Yeah. You don't see how he positions himself when they're in defense. Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
But then again, you won't see that in the highlight reel anyway. So
yep, it's true.
It's just it is what it is at that point.
Yeah. I mean, we are bitching and moaning about a thing that's gotten a lot better. I mean, remember when I was in the 90s and Fulham was on once a month if I was lucky. I got to watch a Fulham game on TV. There was no cable option. There was no internet option. You just prayed they scheduled McBride and company to play. And if they didn't, then you just had to fucking go on your computer later and find out if they won or lost. And when I say later, I mean later in the day because it wasn't immediate. All right. Next.
So Lawless has a take on Pulisic and Chelsea.
You want me to read it like Lawless?
Sure, I guess.
Chelsea paid a lot for him, so there's an economic component. Pulisic isn't ever going to be a locker room problem. So there's no negative impact on team keeping him. He's still a valuable option to have, even as a luxury. His happiness is not Chelsea's responsibility. All right? Yeah. So suck it up.
I assumed you were going to go to an extreme on that, Derek, but that was actually not bad. I appreciate that.
I tried. What does he always say? Suck it up? What?
Suck it up, Buttercup?
Yeah, or something like that. So suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah. I've said that a couple times this week, actually.
Have you?
Usually when talking about the kids.
How many times
Kids start bitching, like, suck it up, Buttercup.
How many times you said malarkey?
None. None at all.
Excellent.
Although I do say tomfoolery, poppycock, balderdash, all those words.
Poppycock.
That's pure poppycock.
I mean, you could get in trouble if all anybody hears is cock.
Sure.
So you got to be
pure cock.
That is, you got to really pronounce that properly. Cock. What? What'd you say? Something about cock. All right. Well, no, happiness is not Chelsea's responsibility. That is ultimately true. It's Buttercup. Wallace has a dog named Buttercup. Okay. Good to know. Hope he doesn't kick it.
Not Buttercup.
So yeah, that's true, Lawless. They're not really responsible for his happiness, but do you really want an unhappy player on your team? So don't you as a team do something to make sure maybe this guy is happy if you're going to refuse the offer from Newcastle, the loan offer from Newcastle? I think you've got to make him happy. If he is dead set and he's really so bad in the locker room, which I doubt he is.
No,
I doubt he is.
He's saying that he says that there's no negative. He's not going to be a locker room problem.
Okay, let me ask you this though.
But he can't
last game
with the best one of them.
Last game.
Yeah, you saw that clip?
Yep, he did not clap the fans. He just walked straight off the field. He looked about as frumpy as I've ever seen him.
Most mopey I've ever seen, yeah.
Yeah, he's up there like 9 on the 10 on the mopey meter. So anyhow, all right. Well,
he's challenging Reina when Reina gets mopey from time to time.
Yeah, I mean, Pulisic kind of does it like this.
Stoic.
Like Reina's kind of like, he's kind of a spaz. Like, I'm fucking angry. Oh, do it. Fuck this shit. Fuck it. So anyhow, all right. Where are we moving next?
Well, at this point, we're 24 minutes into it. We can jump into the topic. Actually, let's stick with Pulisic. We kind of talked about this.
Yeah.
This whole topic is about the transfer window and the silly season. And it's a shame that he didn't get a loan because it's clear Tuchel is just not that interested in playing him right now.
Nope. I mean,
again, just that super sub. Hope his pace and hope his creativity can create something that monotonous attack of theirs. But
and they signed who today? Aubameyang. That's a double fuck you in the ass with 2 dildos, dude. I'm telling you, you're not playing.
At least they're effective with it.
We replaced you with one guy already, and now we're going to make it even more unlikely you're going to play center forward at any moment because we're going to get an outside of Havertz and what other schmucko we've played there. We're also going to now Aubameyang, so you're not going to get to start at that position either. And we just generally don't play you on the right. I mean, we have sometimes, but we generally don't. So don't expect to play there either. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that Pulisic's agent sat on this too long. I think they should have been hard at work trying to get out of there. But I think like them or like us, they weren't sure what to do. They weren't sure. They thought this might blow over and he'd be back to getting some regular starts, even if it's every 3rd game. So, I mean, that's what this game is all about, man. Sometimes you just can't tell what's going to happen. And things just got worse for Pulisic. They just got worse.
Yeah. Well, here's hoping for January. But that kind of sucks for going into the World Cup. Hopefully the bit minutes he gets, he'll turn it up a notch and actually do something. Some of that's on him. Some of that's going to be on the team itself. teams have been playing very uninspiring, to say the least. Not big about it?
Don't buy this. It tastes like ass. Oh my God. Like someone who's been eating too many lemons and you're licking their butt. That's what this tastes like. Oh my God, that's bad. Do not buy Canada Dry, 0 sugar, ginger ale, and lemonade. I just feel like I just drank someone's lemonade out of someone's asshole. That's what it tasted like.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, that was bad.
So, you know how we have our Aronson Bro video?
Bro.
Play at the end of the show every time.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted to take it up a notch and decided to play a drinking game every time Tyler says important. So let's see what happens here.
All right.
Taking a shot every time Tyler says
Obviously, it wasn't the start that
important.
we wanted, but it's important that we're able to grind out results and at the minimum get a point out of that.
First half, a little bit more awkward. They seem to slow the game down and frustrate you a bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, obviously, in the first half when they're already trying to kill time, especially when we want to play a high-tempo game. But again, it's important that we don't get frustrated. We stayed mentally focused. It was important to get the goal for us.
Signings as well.
Yeah. It's important that he's able to get minutes.
Oh, no.
And you saw a little bit of a glimpse of what he's able to do, so he's going to be an important player for us.
Arm shot, no.
Through a couple of things like Rodrigo's shoulder injury. That didn't help.
Yeah, of course. Rodrigo's an important player for us.
Oh, no.
A bunch of goals for us. A dangerous guy. I hope that he's all right. I didn't quite see what happened. I think it was his shoulder, but yeah, I hope that he's all right.
In terms of the season so far, happy?
Yeah, I think that, it's a learning process for us. A lot of new guys coming into a new league, trying to adapt. But it's important that we're able to early on in the season.
taking a shot every time Tyler says.
Like
damn.
6, 7, or 8 shots there.
Hey, buy that motherfucker a thesaurus and mail it to him and put a tab where the word important is in the thesaurus so he knows there's like at least 15 to 18 other words that can be used instead of important.
He starts, it's importante, goes bilingual with it.
Go any way you want at this point. Just spice this up. Important. It's just, oh my God, that is an overuse of important.
Appreciate it, Jose. Yeah. Thanks for that, man. That was fun.
That was a good one, Jose. That was really good.
I saw that and then I'm like, oh my God, we have the bro one. Why didn't we think about that?
I didn't notice it.
What a great video, man.
I watched that interview and I just didn't know all the time he said important.
Yeah.
Bruh is more obvious to me because it's just like bruh. But important is not a word you use that. I mean, that's the first person I've ever seen use the word.
The team is the important bro team.
Yes. I mean, he was using important like some people say in public speaking. All right, bring
important
that one back.
We learned. Oh, no, sorry. It was just Tyler's become the important guy and Aronson has become the bro guy.
Bro guy. Yep.
Oh, no.
Well, I guess that means we can. Oh, it is vital. It was crucial. It was essential. It was pivotal. It was paramount. It was imperative. Yes, Chris, exactly. Mail that man a thesaurus. All right. Some people probably don't even know what a thesaurus is anymore.
That's a great point.
Is that a fucking dinosaur?
I just right-click it on Word and I hit synonyms.
Yeah, exactly. What's a fucking thesaurus? Well, it's a book like a dictionary, except it has, instead of the definition of the words that are the same meaning as the words that you were wording. All right. Oh, did you see this show? Can Tim Ream his way into the United States men's national team crack? That was a headline. I thought that was a great headline. I wish
that's a phenomenal line. You say it was a video?
I thought it was a video.
Right.
I just wrote it down.
Well, there we go. We'll start. God, just keep going further and back. Okay, so what's a crusty old dinosaur? Didn't they go extinct 65 million years ago?
Yes.
It's the source from Jurassic Park.
Actually, if you watch Jurassic Park, the first one where all the dinosaurs are around the pond drinking, there were 3 thesauruses in that scene.
Have you ever seen the where the person who takes a recorder and plays like the Jurassic Park theme badly?
I have not. No.
All right, I'm gonna pull that up. We'll continue talking here about stuff.
Okay. While we're at it, let's get to the Leeds travesty. All right. I mean, we're going to get to Brooks. We're going to get to Pepi. But Leeds had a travesty happen today. They thought that they had Bamba Dieng lined up for Marseille. That shit looked solid. They had him at the airport. Then the agent gets a call from Nice. And Nice is like, yeah, we would very much like to sign the Bamba. And they said, well, how much? Yeah, and they gave him a good price. And he said, that's good enough. The Bamba wants to stay near his children. And so, wow. Okay, all of a sudden, this guy is a solid lock to come to Leeds, to be Leeds' new forward, to play alongside Aronson and Harrison. And damn James. No, not damn James, because guess what? That deal already got signed because they thought they already had Dieng. So they already agreed to the deal with Fulham.
Dieng it. Sorry, I had to say it.
And then, we just lost Dan James at Leeds. What the fuck? That is the most Leeds thing
ever.
ever.
The only bit of karma here is that Dieng actually failed his physical at Nice.
I mean, that's
Nice?
karma.
Is it pronounced Nice?
Yeah, it's Nice.
Nice.
It's
Like,
karma.
I'm learning. This is awesome, guys.
It's karma, but for whom? Who's got fucked on that way?
Well, Leeds got fucked, but now
Yes.
Leeds can say, well, fuck you. Look what happened. Now you're back in Marseille. Fuck off.
Well, shouldn't have Leeds already known generally that he wasn't going to pass a physical? If they did their scouting?
Man, if he failed the physical, I don't think he would really thrive in Jesse's play style, man.
No, he would not.
Yes, it's only been 2 minutes. Fuck. Oh, my God.
Jesse, I know that wasn't all used, probably Victor too, but that was a clown show today. And there's no reason this should have happened on the last day anyhow. So, Wilfries Gnanato, I believe. Wilfries Gnanato?
I don't know if I know anything about the GN sound. The G is silent.
I have no idea.
Gnanato.
I was looking for a striker personally, and would I have taken a replacement for not Cock, but the other Cock?
Okay, so this is a very fitting video since we just talked about the Leeds fuck up there. Okay, you ready for this?
Okay, all right.
You hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Oh, you can
There's
see
the thesauruses right there.
There's thesauruses there, yeah. Oh, God, Brett. I don't know how much more of this I can take. By the way, wait, those were brontosauruses that were coming out of the water, if you want to know more about dinosaurs. Brontosaurus.
Oh, my God.
Okay, that was bad recorder
that was
playing.
great.
But imagine
phenomenal recording playing. I would hate to hear what good recording playing is.
There isn't such a thing, number one. And number two, in second grade, imagine 20 of us in the same room playing that shit totally off tune.
Old school,
my God.
What a mean prank to play on elementary kid parents.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden the kids are coming home with recorders.
Yeah.
You will go outside and practice that shit. Get out of my house.
Did you ever take a French class in school?
French?
Yeah.
Class? No, I never took French. I took Spanish.
Okay. Did they give you a Spanish name for your name?
I got to pick it.
I didn't get to pick it. The teacher picked mine. What was yours?
I picked Paco. Nothing to do with my actual name. I just Brett, what do you want your Spanish name to be? I go, Paco.
How many Spanish guys are named Paco?
All the generic ones.
Jesus Christ. The
stereotypical ones, I guess.
Why did you say, if you're going to be such a racist, you could have said Speedy Gonzalez? Jesus Christ.
Oh, no, if I wanted to be racist, I'd be DC Comics right now. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I did.
Sorry, this is completely off topic, I know, but still.
Yeah. No, I did hear about it, and you're right. It is off topic, but it's hilarious. My name was Didier.
Okay, sure, that makes a little more sense than Paco, but...
I mean, it's the only name she could come up with in French that started with D.
Derek.
I mean, she could have gone with Dominique, but Didier. But then during kickball, all my Classmates, they thought it was DDA. They didn't know it was Didier, and I thought it was DDA too. So when I played kickball, everyone chanted DDA.
That's what
DDA. Yeah, Derek. I like it. All right.
So we have a vote Pedro.
Hey, Pedro. That's a
We
good
got
one.
Miguel.
Miguel's a good one.
We got Cheech.
No, Cheech is not a real thing. That was like that's a nickname. There are lots of great Spanish names. I love Fernando.
So it was funny because my dad had a name that he wanted to call both me and my brother. Like when they're like, you're pregnant, you have to pick names. And my brother, the name that my dad wanted to name my brother was Ziggy Oglethorpe. You could call him Zoc for short.
What the fuck? Who's your dad? Frank Zappa?
And
he named his children Moon and Space something. I can't remember.
Well, Jason Lee named his son Pilot Inspector. So
I guess it's better than Anal Inspector.
But my name was going to be Pierre Raoul. Could you imagine if my name was Pierre Raoul?
I mean, it'd be fun calling you Pierre. I guess.
Hey,
Pierre, Pierre, move on. Pierre, please move on to the next slide.
It's funny because I go into our Spanish classes and I see every class has at least like 6 like native Spanish speakers in there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I had to have picked this because it's an easy A. I mean, why would I pick French or German when I could just pick Spanish?
I know you can see the 2 Mexican kids in the back of the room, and one of them's turning to the other one, and in Spanish, I'm translating, saying, "This class is easy." All right, let's move back to soccer.
All right, well, let's talk about one of the
where were we?
Elephants in the room. We just got done talking about Leeds.
Okay, yeah, that was a huge fuck up.
So I said, let's go ahead talk about this guy.
Oh my God, Hope! Who posted the Hope?
U.S. men's national team thoughts.
And U.S. men's national team retweeted
that Benfica signed Brooks. Perhaps there's hope.
Are you sure that's not the Uterus Symposium's website?
I don't
Uterus
know.
Symposium.
I don't know that for a fact. Could be.
Men, nannies, and twats.
Like it's just sort of downgraded. That's you had to come up with something else. You're like, I had the first 2 down, but man, those last 3 really threw me for a freaking loop.
The Uterus Symposium.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad they're all happy. Why don't they give Greg a call so Greg can stop saying things like, well, I'll have to wait to see where Brooks plays next, because if he's not playing in a high line, I'm just not going to know what he can do in a high line.
Yeah.
And therefore, I can't really bring him on the team.
Well, and I don't watch Benfica play because why would I?
They're a possession-dominant team.
I'm just like, I don't have an interest in watching because there's no Americans playing for them.
Not anymore.
Not a Benfica player, you know? So, yes, Rico's got where I'm going here. Because you talked about this, they don't necessarily play a high line. Because
they really don't, because they have so much possession.
I don't know. But from what I understand,
I mean, they do.
2 of their center backs are injured, and they just transferred away another center back.
I thought one of them was injured. One has a broken right foot.
I heard 2 on Twitter, but I don't know.
I didn't hear 2.
Well, you're not on Twitter.
I know, but I did research. I read articles and stuff.
Yeah, but there are weeks where you're like, I have no idea what happened to Stefan. And the people are like, yeah, he broke his foot or hurt his foot. Like, oh.
Yeah, my interest level in Stefan is wanes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so but I feel like he's going to play almost out of the gate, if not out of the gate.
All right.
And then we're going to see.
Should.
Yeah.
And he's going to play in Champions League.
Yeah.
I think he made the right move because fuck Mallorca right in the fucking anus.
Apparently the deal was almost done. And this is Leeds all over again. Apparently the deal was almost done. And in the airport, like, yo, Benfica, yeah, you want him? Okay. Cancel. Yeah.
Yep. Or he
should I pull up the recorder video again? No.
Or no, don't do that. Or they're about to give him fucking Hoppy's old locker. He's like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I ain't playing this game.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I saw what you did, my boy.
Yeah, exactly.
So my boy, but I mean, he hasn't really actually played with Hoppy once. Well, no, Hoppy got called into a World Cup qualifying. He just never played. But
I'm sure they
did. Was that post Brooks at that point? It was like October, I think.
I'm sure they've exchanged pleasantries. Guten
While
Morgen.
they're in Germany, that's a great point. He played for Schalke. I'm sure he did.
Guten Morgen. Oh, danke. Natürlich. All right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he Hoppy called him last minute. Bro, don't do it.
They're assholes, dude. You don't speak a lick of Spanish, you're fucked.
Yeah. There you go, Jose. Hoppy, Brooks, similar attitudes.
Kind of, yeah.
It's a fair assessment.
Yep. Similar.
So you think this is a good move? I mean, anything's a good move, I guess.
I do.
Signing for a team is a good move. But it does take you back to the point where there was the rumor that he was going to be signing for a team in Saudi Arabia. And people are like, oh, look how good Brooks is. He can't even make it in Europe anymore. And people are wanting him for the national team.
And now he's playing Champions League, you fuckwads.
Yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. There may have been interest from that Saudi Arabian team. But how likely was that rumor to actually happen?
It just depends how much money they were offering.
I wonder.
I honestly think Brooks thinks there's still some infinitesimal. I think that he thinks there's some infinitesimal hope that he could still make the team. I think he believes that in his heart. Yeah. I really do. I mean, if you were in his shoes, wouldn't you think, okay, you'd be two things, a little upset, a little angry, and you'd also be thinking, I'm going to show this motherfucker I belong. This dumb motherfucker who I can't say publicly is a dumb motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because that's what he wants to call him in public.
Pretty much.
All right, next.
Well, I think some of my stuff still goes with it. Okay, so this is still about Brooks.
Okay.
So Pete says, Greg's seeing Brooks playing a highline for Benfica and going to have to update his Rolodex of excuses. Benfica's line is too high for what we're trying to do here. We want to play a high line, but not that high. We're looking for just the right line length.
All right, hold on, Pete. While they do play a high line, let's be really honest why. They have the possession. They outpossess the opponent in their league. Almost every single game. So what I'm saying is they do play high because there's not a threat, number one. And number two, they don't press necessarily because they don't have to press. They've got the ball.
Yeah, but this was just a joke.
Okay.
He's not saying, well, now maybe he'll get called up now that he's going to play a high line.
No, I know. I get
Obviously, it's like, yeah. So,
no, it is a joke, and it's a good joke because Berhalter will have to make up a new excuse. If all that happens, yes.
So Michael posted how Nick Cantor tweeted about it in a response.
Like Michael O'Malley. Who's that? Michael O'Malley. That's House of Pain? No, that's the other band. Anyhow, it's a lyric. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. But he basically talks about how we need to stop pretending that it's based on merit and that it was a personal decision to nix him from the team. Now, whether or not that's personal from like a team chemistry standpoint or something that happened between him and Berhalter, that's what he's basically saying. But it's not because of form. Because obviously last year, from January until the end of the season with Wolfsburg, he was in high form. But it hasn't got a sniff since. But going back to that comment that he's talking about. So Nico says, if all goes well, Brooke will be playing Champions League football this semester with Benfica right before the World Cup. It's a decent window from now until November to convince Berhalter that he needs to be on the plane to Qatar. So...
Not true. It's not happening.
Michelle says, Nico. And Nico goes, LOL, there was a massive asterisk that I forgot to put.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, that's basically, I think the asterisk goes right here.
Yes.
Maybe a /S or something like that. And that's basically what Michael is talking about. Like, clearly other people know. Because he ends up saying, hey, one of you needs to break down what happened that night in Honduras. Basically, he's saying the blue check marks know something. Or at least they've been told something behind the scenes or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, and they won't tell us.
Yeah.
They won't say it. But what happened is this, and we did talk about it with Meg, and Meg talked about it with, was it Pete? It was, I can't remember. Anyhow, point is, it was pretty clear to people who were there that when Brooks got yanked at halftime at the Honduras game, he was giving fucking Greg, though, like the evil fucking
He's
eye.
not happy.
He was not a happy dude. He was not clapping on the sidelines. He was fucking steaming. All right? So, there you go. I mean, Greg doesn't forget that shit. He just doesn't. And by the way, this is the worst fucking vodka drink I've ever had. With this goddamn fucking ginger ale.
This is about on par for my normal bourbon. So, because it is my normal bourbon.
This is bad. It's like, it's fakey tasting.
Yeah.
Oh, fakey lemonade tasting, like your lemonade Crystal Light shit. Ugh. Yeah.
Like I said, I got to stay hydrated when I drink.
I
drink Crystal Light.
Next slide. So we covered Brooks. We covered Leeds. We covered Pulisic. Who else we got?
Pepi, but I don't have a slide for him.
But what?
Here we go. Let's just pull it like this, and we'll do this.
All right. So he moves to Groningen.
Pepi.
Groningen is a fairly benign, unimportant, not great team in Holland. But at least he'll be playing, probably, you would hope. And if he doesn't play, he's starting to sniff some Sebastian Soto territory. I don't want to sniff.
I've got to pull it up here. But somebody quoted a manager. Now, who knows? Maybe this quote was bullshit, and they're just yanking our chain. But
I don't wear a chain.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. They're going to have to yank something else.
Let's see here. Okay, it's Desi Mitch, so we know it's real.
Okay.
All right. Okay. You get the name.
Super Big Ash. All right. She had a super big ash. I squeezed it, and then I got in trouble and sent to the principal's office. FC Groningen, assistant sports director, Brett Spaldhead. Brett Spaldhead on loan move for Ricardo Pepi. Ricardo Pepi is a very good striker. We saw what he can do in MLS for the national team. How did FC Groningen's sporting director become a fucking Spanish dude? All right. We saw what he can do in MLS.
How did he become the turd?
And then for the national team. We promise we will give him a good golden shower like at Augsburg. All right. So, I mean, the golden shower thing, I guess Pepe's into that, so we'll see what happens. But listen, he's going to at least play. And
well, he won't get a golden shower, so he's not into that. Maybe that was part of the deal. Like, hey, guys, I'll come over. Just don't piss on my leg.
Keeps your leg warm.
Please.
What I hear, so this is what I hear, is that this was initiated by Pepi and his agent. They saw a horrible season in front of them. They didn't think if they stayed where they were that they were going to make the U.S. men's national team, and they're absolutely right about that. And Pepi went into this is middle of last week, I believe, went into the Augsburg offices with his agent and said, listen, if I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. I need to go play. And they said, okay, well, what if we start you next game and you score a goal? Will you stay? And he said, okay, I'll play a game if you start me. They started him. He did not score. He did not get any service. He did not play well. Augsburg sucked like they always sucked. And so then his agent immediately went into, okay, we got to get him out of here. He's got to make this World Cup, because if he doesn't make this World Cup, guess what? Pepe's value is going to drop like a rock, and his agent ain't going to make any money out of this shit. So he needs Pepi to make that World Cup and start doing, like, orange juice commercials and Campbell's and all that shit. All right. So that's that. I don't know what you thought about
Alex said that the team sold their one of their strikers.
Yeah.
During the window.
Pepi
so it's opening up
play.
the window. There are other players. There obviously there are going to be other strikers there. I think who was it posted? Nate says he's one of 4 strikers there. But yeah.
Oh no,
so
no,
it could be worse.
I mean, he'll play at Groningen.
Yeah,
he really will. I'm not worried about that.
The mid-table in Holland. So I mean, it's not like they're lighting it up.
It's not special. I mean, and Groningen, one of those teams on occasion, like really struggles to stay up. So I believe we will win. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Chris Carey, I believe Josh Sargent, Brandon Vasquez. I'm not going to sing that one. Vasquez, and Jordan P. Fock all yelled "fuck" when hearing about the loan move. I don't think they did.
So, but here's the thing.
Did, Chris.
I think he's thinking in the mind of what Greg's going to do. All of a sudden, Pepi starts getting playing time. Then I think the thought process is that Berhalter will just call Pepi in at that point.
I think Jordan P. Fox thinking, I'm fucking doing everything I'm supposed to do right now. Sure. I think Josh Sargent's saying the same thing. The only one who probably said fuck is Brandon Vasquez. But honestly, Ferreira already has that spot. Not Brandon Vasquez, so I think Ferreira probably didn't think anything of it.
Quadrupling down on that.
Yeah, I just don't. I think that, if Pepi plays 50, then 60, then 70 for Groningen, and he's not scoring goals, I think Greg will pay attention to that, and he'll go, yeah, he just doesn't have it back.
So, Al, are you saying to the September friendlies, or are you saying to
the World Cup?
Because obviously I don't think he's bringing 5 strikers, unless you're counting Pulisic and Weah as strikers for the World Cup.
Yeah, don't.
Colin's got you on that one.
I'm not a hick ass white. I wasn't born in Indiana, for Christ's sake. I only moved here when I was, 18 years old? So don't call me a hick, goddammit. Come on, Colin.
God damn it.
Don't be so nasty. I have nothing against hicks, actually. I think some of the nicest people I've ever met have been from small towns. So I guess hick's fine. I'll take it.
Yeah, you almost T-boned somebody from the big city.
I did, man, because I don't know how to drive. I can do a hick accent. But yeah, I'm not really good with the Vasquez thing. I'll admit it. I did not take a whole lot of Spanish. I know a lot of Spanish and Latin, Latino, and Hispanic people, but I have never met anyone named Vasquez before. So I don't know.
There you go. Colin said he grew up Spanish.
Yeah, I'm just busting your balls, Colin. It's not a big deal. And I grew up speaking some German. So, Spanish is not my thing. Well, you got rid of Jose real fast there.
Well, I posted that. That's a rare win for Colin.
That's fine. Hey, man, we all win sometimes. The blind squirrel thing. Just kidding. Just joking. I'm just kidding. Just poking the porcupine.
I find 2 nuts on a regular basis, Derek. What are you talking about?
I bet you do. You need to work on EB there a little more. Hey, these 2 nuts need attention. All right. Pepi to Holland. We already did all that. Who are we leaving out here? Dest to AC Milan. Don't expect him to go there and play right away. That's all I'm telling everybody.
So somebody's talking about on the video here. So
the captain of the team plays his position.
Yeah, I'm gonna find we have an AC super fan in our fan base.
I love air conditioning.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of AC as well. Yeah, in that sense.
Yeah.
Big time. Okay, so it's my alt account. That's who it was. Here we go.
Brett Winter dinner as am. Oh my God. Now that's an existential way to look at things. As am, not I. He skips the I part. He's saying just am. Like everything exists. It's not necessarily that I'm there. All right. As am, AC Milan fan, I can tell you the Dest is being looked at as coverage for left back, right back, and right wing, with many fans hoping he becomes a starter at the right wing position. Salamakers is Paul Areola. I know. I think it's pronounced Salamakers. Is Paul Areola, but a better dribbler, but no passing ability, no crossing ability, and no finishing. So, yes, that's a really good point, Brett W. Not you, Brett.
Brought it up, though.
You did. So, he could play other positions. Let's think about this. He can play right winger, right midfield, left midfield, left winger, right back, left back. He's a jack of all trades, except he's horrible. Well, not very good defensively. So, wherever you play him, just be prepared to be beaten there 1 or 2 times a game, maybe more, on a counter.
I take this this loan as a big W for Dest simply because he's out of Barcelona. So
yeah, that's a Rants.
Anywhere. Yeah. I don't care if he's still struggling to see the pitch. Getting out of Barcelona is key.
Yeah,
hopefully makes the most of it.
He just removed himself from a pig's asshole, essentially, is what he did. Nothing against pigs, but they do roll around in the mud and they'll eat anything. So, and that's Barcelona to a T.
So I didn't pull up one where Colin said that he is an AC Milan fan.
So,
but he's saying that Dest might be better than the 2 players that he listed, but they are legit players.
Yeah, so, I mean it's not going to be a breeze.
Yeah,
and based on some of the reports that Dest having an attitude issue or whatever at Barcelona, which was reported multiple times, and I don't know if they're true or not. He doesn't seem like a kid who would have a lot of, but, we've seen his attitude sometimes with U.S. men's national team too, where he just lollygags it a little, and you're like, hey, dude, why are you lollygagging? You're playing right back, motherfucker. Don't lollygag. So, yeah, I don't know. Dest
Berhalter wants me further up the pitch.
That's a good point.
I don't know what accent that was, but it was something, all right.
But Berhalter wants me further up the pitch.
He's already channeling his inner Italian because I did this when I said it too.
Yeah, I thought it sounded more Dracula.
Yeah.
Give me an A. Give me a B.
One.
Dest. Two. 3. 4 minutes is all that Matt guy's getting at Bielefeld. Bello. 5 minutes for Bello. That's it. No more. In the 2 Bundesliga. Not the 1, but the 2 Bundesliga. All right.
We've killed that joke. Let's move on.
Yeah. I mean, we beat that horse dead. All right.
So again, I'm assuming you're with me on this fact that just getting out of Barcelona is a win, right?
Yes. Fuck Barcelona.
Yeah.
Fuck Real Madrid. Fuck Chelsea, generally, except for Pulisic. And fuck all the big clubs. Fuck them all. I hate them all. I'm not a big club guy. I'm sorry. I don't like them. Like, if you like them, that's fine. Just know if we sit down in a bar and you're watching the Chelsea or watching the Real Madrid game, I'm rooting for Espanyol.
Yeah.
Or whoever else they're playing.
The only time I'm going to root for a big team, really, is going to be if we've got an American on there.
Yep.
Or if it's Juve. But then again, right now I can do both. Hey.
I've never really hated Juve. That's kind of weird. I never
strange.
have. I guess I never cared enough about Italian soccer to brew up the hate there. But I've always hated the big major clubs. Always. I had a soft spot for Liverpool, and then they won they won it all, and then so now I hate them too.
It doesn't help though the situation though that most of like a decade or longer ago, the only games you're ever going to see on TV were going to be big teams, Champions League or whatever. You're going to watch these big teams. So when you're a fan from like the 90s or even the early noughts, you're probably sitting there going, well, geez, I've only ever seen Liverpool and Manchester United play, so I'm gonna go with Liverpool. And then you start following them more and more. Now that it's become readily available for everybody to see just about anything, as long as you're willing to pony up $5 a month for insert random streaming service here, you can sit there and say, well, no, I kind of like the whole Leeds United thing. But there are going to be a lot of people who are ingrained that their team, diehard fans, and I'm not putting this in quote for diehard, but the diehard fans from like America and anywhere else around the world that only really get to see like 1 or 2 teams for the bulk of the time.
That's true. Listen, you like what you're exposed to. Look at the fucking music these days. Like the music has gotten so horrible that people like will see like a 3-inch cock and think it's 10 inches long. It's not. It's a 3-inch cock. That music sucks. I'm not saying if you have a 3-inch cock, that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it'd be better to have a 10-inch one. That's all. And I think most music today is smaller, less impressive, generally not that.
So you can hope in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one fills out first.
Yeah, not very useful, not very creative. I mean, you can be creative with a 3-inch cock. So this comparison's
You
not
have to
working
be. That's the thing,
comparably.
though.
Yes, got to do a lot of hip movements. I guess. I don't know. I've
Yeah.
never been there. I didn't have sex when I was 6. All right.
Took a strange turn there.
It always does. All right. Who have we left out? Oh, Sebastian Soto.
Oh,
I did look up the town that he moved to, Klagenfurt. I didn't know this, but it was the central headquarters for the British Army. Klagenfurt. Klagenfurt. If I'm pronouncing like they pronounce it, it's Klagenfurt, not Klagenfurt.
It just sounds like some kind of a bowel movement.
It does. It does. I sat hours on the toilet.
You've Klagenfurted it.
I sat hours on the fucking toilet, and finally, the Klagenfurt was unblocked. All right. So he's there. It's a beautiful town. He should enjoy the geography, the landscape. It's beautiful. It's a small town of a city of 100,000 people. And so if Sebastian Soto, if you can't make it there in Klagenfurt, I think you need to
venture back,
thinking about heading home because
while your stock is high-ish.
No, that's
you're still. Well, I'm just saying you're still kind of running off of your youth stats with the national team. Yeah, you have had a handful of years here that have just been, but as high as it can be. I'm saying, I guess.
Yeah,
you wait any longer and fail more, then all of a sudden you're gonna get USL contracts and not MLS.
Speaking of Juventus, by the way, your guy Artur left. Artur.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's good for Mckennie.
Zachariah left too as well.
Might be good for Mckennie. I don't know.
He wanted to leave. Never mind. Sorry, I take that back.
Could be good for Mckennie. If, as we had this discussion with Colin on the YouTubes, where we said basically, yeah, I mean, I'd love if Allegri's little thing about him playing in a more attacking role would come true, but it hasn't really ever really 100% come true. So
no, I agreed. I agreed with Colin's take on Mckennie in the chat or in the comment section, but I also stated that your comment about him not playing on the wing was specific towards this season so far.
Yeah,
and I don't know if that's 100% accurate. I'm just saying, in the past he's played out wide, he's played in the middle. But yeah,
he can play a lot of different places. There's no doubt. By the way, the new kits did officially come out. Did you see the video?
I saw the kits from the get-go. All the rumored.
No, they were rumors. Today, it's official now.
I know. I'm just saying. I've seen them, so like I don't care.
One of them.
I care, but
one of them looks like a blue shirt that got jizzed on by a guy who drinks too much octopus juice. So it's blue and a black thing kind of happening, splotches, like they gave a paintbrush to an elephant and he painted it. The other one is so boring and plain. And I watched this guy on Tax Show was ripping him the whole show. It's like, all you guys do here is bitch. That's all you do. There's nothing really that wrong with the uniforms. Nike, quit hiring motherfuckers to fucking come on Tax Show to say those things. Or whoever that was. Yes, we all bitch a lot. Because guess what? Bitching's fun. And it keeps us happy. We're happier if we get to express ourselves and say, we don't like this and we don't like this. But guess what? We really like this and we really like that. Like, that's expression. Like, there's thumbs ups, there's thumbs down. Sometimes there's meh, right in the middle. There's all kinds of ways of expressing yourself, and all of it's good. All of it's good. And I don't think that tact is always negative. I don't. But in this case, yeah, the Nike kid is lazy. That's what it is. It's lazy. I'm sorry. Lazy. Lazy. Have you found it yet?
What?
Are you watching?
No, I was looking up the content. No, I was looking up Mckennie's information.
It looked like you were watching X Hamster while I was doing the show.
Was my shoulder moving? Was it that obvious?
Yes.
No, I wanted to see exactly where he played this season so far. I've watched him. He's obviously been in the midfield, but he hasn't officially played 3 matches, and he's played 1 left, 1 center, 1 right so far. But I guess the big question in that situation is what formation was it for each game? Because I feel like when they play a 4-3-3, it's whether you're considered left mid or right mid, you're still playing in the center.
So we're back to Mckennie?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to be clear about that because you went back in time. I was busy talking about something else.
Yes.
The kits.
Yes, I don't think our kids played left center and right wing. So
I know, but you jumped. You jumped ship.
I like lean backwards.
Yeah, it makes it easier when watching New Wave hookers too. But I'm just saying, generally, we were talking about the kits, and you moved back to Mckennie. You went in reverse.
Well, you're talking about the kits, and I said, yeah, I saw them. I don't really care. They're ugly. I give my 2 cents.
That's it. That's all you got.
What the fuck else am I going to say? Nike's going to continue making shit kits. No different. I mean, it's nothing's going to change until somebody outbuys U.S. men's national team. If Nike continues to plop down the biggest amount of cash, they're going to continue using them, and they're going to continue making shit jerseys. It is what it is.
I thought you were going to boil some water and throw some spaghetti in it, but no. You boiled some water, and then you just turned it off. That's what you did.
No, that's fine.
You're like, yeah, I'm going to make this hot, but, not that hot.
The jerseys have been rumored for like the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, but
at this point, it's already been flamed out for me.
Nobody knew they were real. Everybody was hoping that was just bullshit.
I'm sure everybody was hoping, but I mean, even Weston McKennie came out and flat out stated when the rumor came out, he quoted the picture of the rumored kits, and he said, "I tried to tell them, but they wouldn't listen." He flat out stated that.
Here's the guy that works at Nike that made 18 designs, and then they picked his 3 worst ones. Sure. He goes into his boss's office and says, yeah, so boss, we leaked it. We leaked the kits that you liked, and everyone hated them. And he said,
good.
Get the fuck out of my office, bitch.
You're fired.
Go back to making another kit that I like, dumbass. So there were other options. They made other kits. And if you put them out and leak them purposely, and then you get all the feedback that says your shit smells like shit, then maybe you might want to flush the toilet and start again. That's an idea. Just a fucking idea.
Yeah.
Nike. And not just Nike. How about U.S. Soccer? How about you listen to the feedback too, you schmucks?
Why not take into consideration what the players are actually thinking?
The players, the fans.
Way posted something similar, just sort of like a sad face when the rumors were coming out.
The players hate them.
Everybody already knew about
it. Yeah. The fans hate them. Listen, you're going to sell a lot less shirts. Yeah, you'll get the soccer moms will buy them for their kids. But any real, genuine U.S. soccer fan who's really into the kits, they're not going to buy that shit. They might buy 1, but if you had 2 good ones, they might buy 2. You just lost money, you fucking dumb shits. Oh, it doesn't even take. It's not like there's a high standard. All right, go ahead. Go back to Juventus. You want to talk about Juventus?
We've stopped talking about it. Now you're going backwards, Derek.
I went backwards.
I re-engaged with you with the shitty kits because you wanted to talk about them. So I re-engaged with you, and now you're going backwards. We're moving forward now, Derek.
You re-engaged with a limp cock. That's all I'm going to say. I was fully erect. All right. Let's.
I guess it is what it is.
So this week. Oh.
Wait, hold on. We have the. That's right. We have the midweek games.
Yeah.
So let's go through those.
On Tuesday, Chris Richard went 18. He did not play. Tim Ream went 90 in a win versus Brighton. Jedi went 90 in the win versus Brighton as well. And, this is the same Brighton that just defeated Leeds. All right. Pulisic went a whole 20 boring 4. 20 boring 4? Is that a number? It is when you play for Chelsea. Tyler Adams,
it's
90.
Like the Jesus fucking Christ. There's that emphasis right there in the middle with some fun word. That's a horror fucking bull,
Exactly.
20 fucking 4,
Oh,
20 boring 4 was it? You said
20 boring 4.
Yeah, okay.
Minutes for Chelsea. Adams and Aronson both started. Adams went 90, and I think was a really good game versus Everton. It's not his fault. Aronson went 76. Honestly, people were saying, well, that was like a really even game. I think you could say that in like maybe possession standards, but as far as actual like real goal scoring chances, that game should have been 3-2 for Leeds.
Didn't Aronson get the assist, if I recall correctly?
He did.
Yeah, okay.
But on an amazing shot by Sinisterra. Like, that's kind of like one of those.
It's a technical assist.
It's a gift assist. Like,
technically, he assisted it, but it wasn't because of an amazing play by any means.
80% of the players that would have taken that shot would have missed. But Sinisterra made it, so you get credit for it. Sargent 84 in a win, but he did not score in this game, by the way. And by the way, he played with Pookie up top, sort of, but he played more in that winger-ash role.
Didn't Pookie come into the game though? I thought Sargent still started, but I thought maybe I'm mixing games up here.
You are, because there's
all these midweek games, because the World Cup is going to consume a couple months of the season.
Yep. They did win against Austin Trusty, who went 90 for Birmingham in a loss. Ethan Horvath, again, 90 in a win. Stefan is injured. Listen, I'm sick of this shit, dude. I'm sick of this, Stefan. What the fuck is wrong with your body? You're a goalkeeper. You don't run that much. You don't actually.
Well, I mean, his back injury makes sense because he was sitting pine most of the time. No, actually, didn't his back injury start when he was in Germany on loan? That's when his back injury started.
There was some back already there. Yeah. So I don't know.
He didn't. I don't know. I don't think he suffered any form of like back injury or stuff like that while he was with Columbus.
On top of not playing with much confidence when he plays, now he's got injuries.
Well, I think Pete was doing a live stream before ours. He was talking about the transfers, and he's talking about how some goalkeepers can ride pine, and then when called upon, still perform well, where others degrade. And you used Horvath as an example. Hopefully, Turner is an example of Horvath and not necessarily a Stefan. But yeah, Stefan's played degrades when he's not playing. Plain and simple. But we've known this for a while.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, do my headphones look like they have nipples?
A little bit, but I think that's what's in the background. Your fan? Yeah.
Like if I'm like right. They look like they have little nipples.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So
I was giving this deep insight to our goalkeepers, and you're like, I got nipples on my ear.
Blame Jenny Cush. All right. So Hoppy did not dress. He's
there
back.
On par with the chat. Derek, good job. Traveled the team, but wasn't on the bench. Kind of weird.
Yeah, he's there for mop-up duty. And that happens. That's the anyhow. Toljan 90 in a tie. I guess he's qualified to play for us. Cardoso 2 goals in a win for Internacional versus Juventude. Hey, something to keep an eye on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Juventude. God damn. It's been a while since I pronounced that name, team of that name. Alex Mighton did not dress. I don't know if he went. They were talk that he was going to get traded during the transfer window. I don't know if that happened or not.
You said for Mighton?
Mighton. Mightm.
Forrest?
Yep. You went transfer market?
I haven't heard anything about it, but I might have missed it.
You wouldn't. It would have been a very minimal, unimportant transfer. Alex,
I feel like anything U.S. men's national team on the silly season is kind of broadcasted ad nauseum over Twitter.
Okay, that's fair.
Everybody talks about it. It seems like
Dwayne Holmes and the sinking Huddersfield ship, 30 minutes in a loss. Ola Sunday, as always, as he's done for 2.5 years, does not dress for whatever team he plays with. It doesn't really matter. because he immediately gets injured again. Gooch, 90 and a win, and Gooch is looking really good. So all those people who are saying, hey, what about Gooch? And I'd say, well, he plays in League One. Let's wait till he plays in the
Okay, so people are talking about mine in the chat. Bentley said he moved to League One side. Casanova said he went to Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday.
And we've got the super chat from Frank saying Mighton is at Sheffield Wednesday.
I like that he's confident of the guy before that he's like, he moved to Wednesday. You know, like these guys are smart enough. They're going to know that means Sheffield Wednesday.
Well, it's a Ted Lasso joke, actually.
Is it?
It's like, oh, we're playing Sheffield on Wednesday? And he goes, no, we're playing them on Saturday. And he's like, we got to play them on 2 days this week. And then they break into like talking about how Sheffield used to only play games on Wednesday, which is why they're called Wednesday. But now they can play any game any day of the week.
What the hell? Why they only play on Wednesday?
Saturday.
That's really weird.
I know.
All right. Well, you know, I mean, there's all kinds of weird history there.
Thanks, Frank, for the $2. Appreciate it, man.
Yep. Thank you, Frank. EPB 90 and a win versus Monaco for EPB. That's, I mean, it was, I think they gave him 2 goals, but still, you're beating Monaco. I mean, a traditional power once pseudo power.
The fact that he's consistently getting playing time is all that matters to me.
It is.
He's not on a team that's going to be contending, as far as I know. But
no, but they'll stay afloat.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Timothy Weah is still injured. Man, it's really weird. He's always injured for his club, and then he's healthy when it's time to come for a U.S. men's national team. Very weird. It's usually the opposite for most players. Mckennie was in the 18, but picked his balls on the pine.
I'm hoping the reason for him not playing in that game is that they're planning on playing him on this weekend's game.
Yep. Jedi backup alert. Jedi backup alert. Jedi backup alert. Yes, I said it 3 times. Sam Vines scored a goal. Went 90 for Antwerp in another win for Sam Vines. Listen, I'm not on Sam Vines nuts. I don't even really think he's that great of a player. But, I mean, if you're going to bring a backup left back, can we pick one that's playing in a decent league?
Actually left back?
And actually a left back, playing well, scoring goals, contributing to a good team in Belgium. Just an idea. There it goes. Well, I mean, looks like nipples again.
The way you play a left back in a formation that's left-footed compared to one that's right-footed, it's going to be different.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be slinging down the left and hoping to get a cross in with your left. You're going to cut it back in and do whatever you need to do. But it's going to be a different type of tactic.
Richie Ledesma's back. Was in the 18 at least.
Hey-o.
Yeah. Now it looks
like his injury wasn't so bad.
No, it wasn't so bad.
Good.
Yeah. Now, oh my God. Now it looks like my left earphone has a heart on. Look at that. I've never noticed this before. It's not the first time I've done the show with this fan behind me. Pepi, we've already talked about. Blah, 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 blah. That's it, folks. That was Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, Thursday was just transfer news. There's really nothing player-wise to discuss. So there you go. Done. An hour and 18 goddamn minutes into the show, and we are finished.
Well,
right?
We're finished with our actual part. Now we go break out into the chat and Twitter.
Okay. All right. Okay. Can you still hear me? My
touching shit.
My microphone made a weird sound there for a second. If Boley is holding on to Pulley, is that supposed to be? That's very it has a very poetic sound to it. No. If Boley is holding on to Pulley for the American market, he's probably actually doing irreparable damage, irreparable damage if you live in this country, to the image, to their image. I guess it's over then. Now, what a shame. I don't know if it's over. I don't know if it's over.
I think the over is the transfer window. I think that's what he's referring to. It's the window's over. That's a shame.
I thought he's making an existential comment. Like, it's all over now then. Fuck
all hope is lost.
Pulisic's not going to make the team. No, I think he's going to make the team.
And here's another thing that people are talking about. Whether it's he's holding on for the American market, and quite frankly, if you're holding on to your one of America's key players, just try to hold on to it.
He's got to play.
He's got to play. But Al brings up a point here. Tuchel's seat is hot. Maybe the concept is, well, we're hold on to Pulisic, and we'll give Tuchel enough rope to hang himself.
Al, I pray you're right.
Fingers crossed.
I hope. I'm not even a religious guy, but I'm an agnostic. But I do hope you're right. I hope you're right. I hope that Tuchel gets fired, and I hope Pulisic gets more playing time because of it.
We talked about that one. Yeah, fingers crossed.
Oh, look at this. Cracking a new bottle. Fresh one.
It's sad.
My
alcohol's so far away from me.
Oh, so far away from me.
Face.
So far away.
All right, while you're playing with that, Chris Gary says, does this Pepi move give him a chance to go to Qatar? Brooks to Benfica is awesome. They play a high line back three, and they're in UCL. What will Greg's excuse be now? So it's 2 questions. Does this give Pepi a bigger shot to go into Qatar? Guess it all depends on if he plays. I mean, I know it's a cop-out answer.
It does give him a better chance. I don't know if that's going to work out at Groningen. Well, we'll see. As far as Brooks to Benfica, it is awesome. But I don't think that Greg cares. I don't care because he's not going to care because of what I said earlier, which is Benfica dominate possession. And guess what? Versus England, we're not going to dominate possession when we play them in the World Cup. So,
talk about Brett. Let's go to Bentley.
Who else wants to drink themselves to death knowing that we have to watch terrorist Tuchel Ball and Pulisic getting 10-minute shifts at right wing back while getting blamed for the squad being ass? Yeah, I mean, any of those Chelsea fans who are just pathetically disgusting. Like, why are you blaming Pulisic? He's not getting to do anything. He's not getting to start. He's not getting to actually play. So I don't know what you expect from him. And besides, Tuchel's system is what's ass. That's what's ass. Smelly ass. An unwiped ass. That's Tuchel's setup.
It's bad. It's bad. They made some major changes and they brought in some players, and it just hasn't been good. I mean, every time Tuchel's been playing, it seems to be degrading a bit. Now we're on his, I wouldn't say his 3rd season because he came in halfway through one season, so I guess it's the ending of his 2nd year with Chelsea. But it's just either the other teams have figured out how to combat against Tuchel Ball, or he's just overthinking it and playing and putting in the wrong pieces as a whole.
Yeah, Brett, let me put it in terms you'll totally understand. Watching Tuchel Ball is like picking up your 1-year-old after they've had a load in their diaper for at least 4 hours. That's what it is. It's diabolical.
As I tell everybody when it comes to those type of fluids and bodily fluids in general, is that everything washes off. So at some point, Tuchel will get released and that stain will get washed away.
And the good news is now, in modern era, you only have to run to the bathroom. But in the old days, you had to run all the way to the river. You don't have to do that anymore. All right. Are we coming to the end of this? Markaloff.
You always ask that, and it's always a no. Just wait till I say we're done.
Hey, let me ride in the backseat of the car. All right. Biggest L of the day goes to Pulisic. That's close. Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Could you think of a bigger L?
I think Leeds might be close. Leeds might
fair
be
play.
close.
Fair play, I guess. Yeah, I guess I still don't. That's necessarily wasn't considering them because I'm just looking at the U.S. men's national team players on the move, not necessarily a team that's managed by a U.S. men's national team former player.
I mean, Dan,
sure.
you lost Dan James, who really liked you and loved you, and then you thought Bamba Dieng was going to be on your team, and he even lubed up and got ready to go. And then right at the last second, he's like, I'm all lubed up, but I think I'm going to go have fucking sex with somebody else. So that's what happened to Leeds today. They got totally not fucked, but fucked at the same time.
But again, maybe it's gonna be maybe it'll be a January move if Marsh doesn't hold a grudge because the guy's back at Marseille and clearly it wasn't working for him there. which is why the transfers were in a bound, I guess. But
well, Marseille need the money.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All assumed. You know what they say about assuming.
Well, and it's the same reason Leicester. God, I almost said the fucking thing I mock. It didn't spend any money today either. Fair play rules. It's funny how all these teams who aren't PSG, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Man United, they don't follow the fair play rules, do they? But Leicester does. Why is Leicester's board using that as an excuse since nobody plays by those rules? Not really. Not really. Everybody finds a way around them. I think they're just fucking themselves. They lost their goalkeeper. You don't lose that guy. You don't lose the guy that's been your goalkeeper for like the whole amazing Schmeichel period was amazing. And you just lost him. It's horrible.
They should have pillaged Man City and got Stefan.
They should have if they knew that the Schmeichel thing was happening. But I really do feel bad for the manager because, I mean, it's like he had this team that really performed really well on a regular basis, and now they're like, I think they're at the bottom of the table right now. They got integrity. Is that short for integrity?
That's what I was just wondering, yeah.
They got integrity, man. That's what they got. All right. What else we got? Speaking of got.
Losing Chelsea, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
I've got a lack of attention span problem. That's what I've got.
So Mr. says, so I guess we're all on Tuchel watch now, huh? Tuchel watch.
I mean, we've all been on Tuchel watch since Pulisic.
Well, here you go, Derek.
Since he got there.
Hold on, I guess we got to pull up audio. Hold on.
What is that guy doing while he's watching this? Hopefully not jerking off. It's TikTok, so it should be safe. Okay. My balls, he's saying, my balls hurt. Oh, my balls hurt. My balls hurt. My balls hurt. My balls hurt. And now, what is he doing? His balls hurt. And what? He's going through.
Looks like he's just showing a bunch of his.
He's got every uniform. Yeah. I wish I could hear what he said.
He's just like, why are they doing this to us? Why are they doing this? They could have given us anything. Like, they could have given us this.
Yeah,
this,
and
this.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I was reading his lips right. My balls hurt because he got kicked in the balls by the USSF and Nike. Yes.
I haven't watched much South Park in a handful of years, unfortunately. I just never really got back to watching it.
Respect my authority.
But that's the Taggerty.
Oh,
it was a reference.
Yeah. So Cartman. Oh, respect my authority. Yeah. Okay. Integrity. I get it now. I get it. Chris Dusky. Whoever they are playing with, it looks better than this garbage. Look at those other options. Whoever they are playing with. Okay.
Whatever they're playing with, maybe?
I don't know. This is why I'm not on fucking Twitter. You can't make anything rational out of that comment at all. I mean, you have 5 different guesses of what that means. And if you get it wrong. Dest is just following the footsteps of his idol, but in all seriousness, I love the move. Hopefully he gets some game time and some much-needed defensive coaching. He'll probably get some coaching.
So he's following the footsteps of Ronaldinho.
I don't think he's following in the footsteps of Ronaldinho.
No, he went to Barca, and now he's off to AC Milan.
Yeah, but come on. Ronaldinho had already shot his wad at that point. Dest is a young player. He's got a lot of wad left.
So we already did that one. There's a Fred Baker comment. I haven't seen one of these in a while.
Pepi goes to a league much worse than MLS, so why should Sardis be left out? Because he sucks, Fred! Would. Because he's horrible, Fred! He isn't scoring, Fred, for RSL. Altidore. Because he's at Puebla, Fred, and he plays 5 minutes a game. That's why, Fred, you fucking troll motherfucker. You know, this is the guy that's underneath the bridge every morning that you drive over.
Would you classify Holland's league as a whole as being much worse than MLS.
No. He needs to eradicate the word much. And maybe the word worse. I think the word is kind of the same.
He goes to a league, MLS, like MLS. I don't know.
So does Fred Baker have any followers at this point? Or is he still a troll account?
Well, I mean, he's still a troll account.
He has 29 followers.
Yeah, people are digging the troll.
That is not bad for a troll. Not bad at all. Simon Walker, your fucking yank cost us the match on Tuesday. Get him out of my club. He's a shit player for a shit country, and England are going to slap you back to 1775. You're wrong, dude. I'm going to be fucking your wife that night, so get over it. It's going to happen.
Saying his wife's a blow-up doll?
Yes. Brett, I am so glad you caught that joke because I'm not sure others did. I'm not saying everybody out there isn't like really sharp, but you get my humor.
I'm with you. Yes, yeah, all the way.
His wife is a blow-up doll, and yes, I'll be fucking her that night. And who is the player he's talking about that cost his team the game?
I would assume it's talking about Pulisic.
Really?
I mean, it's another troll account. I mean, this is an account that was made. He has no followers. It doesn't. I have to dive in to find him. It was made August of this year. So
hey, dumbass, writing the tweet. Could you at least tell us what American player you're talking about? Since we don't know who your stupid fucking team is that you root for. Is it Leeds? Is it Chelsea? I don't know. We got a lot of Americans over there. So if you could let us know kindly what team you're rooting for when you troll, that would be at least helpful. So when you troll, at least don't be a C- troller. Be an A+ troller or a B- B+ troller at the very least. Don't be a C- or a D.
All right. I guess this is the hint. So I'm guessing it's a fake Chelsea fan.
Oh. Well,
again, it was an account that was created less than a month ago.
Then he's a dumb cop.
It's a troll account.
He's an Ashloch.
Fun though.
He's a Scheiß Kopf.
We got some fun fans that like the troll.
I don't know. Is he a fan? He does follow us. I think he might do it just to rile me up. But, I don't get – people think I'm riled up. I'm having a good time. So, yeah. I mean, I'm laughing. So, all right, here we go. What else we got left? We done?
That was it, man.
Thank God.
There you go. Alex has it right. I don't know if he's a bot. I think he's just a troll account. A sock puppet account. I think it's just somebody in our community that's having a lot of fun.
If he is a bot/robot, he's one of those ones that look like a tennis ball can, and it has a little movement thing going on it, and you put it on your cock. That's what he is. And it jerks you up. What is that?
Is it a flashlight?
I don't know. No. There are all kinds of different ones you can buy now. I don't have one. I suffice without one. I live without one. I don't need one of those. Like, they have commercials with, like, the girlfriend applying the tennis ball thing onto the dude's ding dong, and you're like, why am I don't need that. You got a vagina. What are we doing this for? Why are you using this mechanical fake pussy on my dick when you've got a real one? I don't get that. It's over my head. I don't understand, unless you're really into tennis ball cans that rub your dick. I don't know, maybe that's a thing. And I'm sorry
things must be ribbed for his pleasure, I guess,
but I don't know. Anyhow, I'm sorry it was so vulgar tonight. It was just one of those nights.
That's how we start our show that way. We end it too. That's how
I know, but I was probably more vulgar than normal. I talked about cock and balls all night.
Yeah,
so I apologize for that. All my fucking metaphors were horrible. They were all bad, but hopefully amusing at least. I want to thank all of you for watching the show. Make sure that you like, subscribe, make a comment on the show below the comment after it's published, because that will help boost the algorithms. And we'll be back on Monday after another weekend of what I hope are some good games for our
fingers
guys
crossed, yeah,
overseas. And as we head to the World Cup, there's going to be more and more to talk about. And we'll probably do some 20-minute
leading into the September friendlies.
Yep. We'll probably do some more 20-minute kind of shows that aren't live outside of the ones that we're doing now. And I will try to move that fan so my headphones don't look like they have nipples. Until the next time, on the Straight Red Card, good night.
And we're teammates.
Yeah, we're teammates.
I'm a good chef.
Oh, that's
chef.
sick. That's sick, bro.
I can make food. Cheese as well. So.
Oh my god, bro. Yo, you gotta cook for me. Damn. Bro, I get up to cook and I just can't do it. This is tough, bro. I gotta say video games, bro. That's bad.
What about your family, bro?
I mean, yeah. Just because the way that I was living in Austria, bro, I didn't have anybody there, so like...
Of eating.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I have so many...
Bro, I just don't even notice, to be fair. Like, but I just kind of grab it, bro. Grab a couple. There you go. Bro, this is hard.
Yeah.
I'd probably say him. I mean...
You're gonna do her. Yeah.
Oh no!
Matt, what the hell was that?